Hey, it's Tuxedo Mark. It's 12:48 a.m. on Friday, January 28, 2022, and this is my review of Saved by the Bell Revival Season 1, Episode 5, Rent-A-Mom. Um, the episode title comes from the title Rent-A-Pop from the original series, and the storyline's kind of similar. Basically, Jesse, the guidance counselor, tells Daisy that she's perfect for a summer leadership program in New York. Daisy is afraid to ask for her mom's permission to let her go because her mom's always working and needs her to babysit her little brother, especially during the summer break. Um, so that's a problem. Uh, and when she tries to tell her, she checkens out and doesn't. Um, so Mac and Lexi decide to help her out. They're going to pull a scheme. They're going to hire an actor, and they've got photos um, of various actors. They're going to hire an actor to play Daisy's mom to meet with Jesse because Jesse had already called her mom and left a voicemail for her to come in and meet her. How does Daisy know this? Because Jesse left her a voicemail telling her that she left her mom a voicemail. Now, Daisy still has that stupid brick phone. She can't get an actual cell phone. But anyway, this is the first episode that we see Daisy's mom. We heard her in the first episode, but this is the first time that we see her. So they hire an actor that intercepts Jesse and they go outside to talk. Daisy goes into Jesse's office to intercept a phone call, I guess, from her real mom and pretend to be Jesse. Now, here's the thing. There's this funny moment where Daisy had gotten confused over if she was supposed to be playing Jesse or playing her mom. And Lexi just looks at her like she's an idiot. And she's like, if you're playing your mom, it would be like your mom was talking to herself. And she even slapped Daisy, and that was funny. That was funny. But then even better, immediately afterward, Lexi was like, "Oh, I should have slapped you earlier." I love Lexi. But anyway, um, so Daisy works on her Jessie impersonation. I don't think she does a good job, but she convinces her mom. So anyway, um, it's funny that she had she gets trapped in the office when Jesse unexpectedly comes back. So Daisy has to hide under her desk, and then Jesse sits down and starts doing work, and Daisy's just kind of stuck there. But what's funny is earlier when Daisy was practicing her Jesse impersonation, she was talking about like owning a Volvo, and Jesse actually does own a Volvo, and she was on the phone with like a dealership or something, talking about like trading in her Volvo. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, Daisy's cover is blown when she thinks she hears Jesse leave the office, but then she comes out and Jesse's just sitting on the couch and Jesse's surprised to see her. So what was that sound of the door opening and closing? I don't know. But anyway, Daisy confesses that she forged her mom's signature on the permission slip. So Jesse's like, you just gotta confront her, and she gives this big speech. But here's the thing: one thing that hi Coco, do you want to sit in my lap? Coco, you want to sit on my lap? Come on. Hi. Hi. So, one thing that Daisy had overheard was Jesse's like Skype call or whatever with her husband. Yeah, Jesse's married. The thing is, her husband has been away for like 3 months, I think in Arizona. I'm not sure, on some kind of writer's retreat. And he doesn't want to come home, but he wants to stay longer. And Jesse's like, well, that's what makes you happy. So, when Jesse's giving advice to Daisy, she suddenly realizes she needs to take that advice as well. So Daisy goes and talks to her mom, and her mom's cool with it because she wants to give Daisy the opportunities that she never had. And it's kind of funny, but she thinks that Daisy's little brother, her own son, really won't be one to take care of and provide for her. So, and the son admits it too. He doesn't care. Oh, bye, Coco. So Daisy's mom will try to make it work. But yeah, so Daisy can go to New York for the summer. Meanwhile, we see Jessie calling her husband. We only hear her side of the conversation, but basically she kind of gives him an ultimatum, and she says that he needs to think about what's important to him. I don't know if it was an actual conversation or if she left him a voicemail. She just kind of hangs up. She doesn't say bye or anything. So there's that. What else was there? Aisha and Slater concoct this scheme to make the football team more competitive because they lose horribly and they celebrate their losses and they congratulate the other team. So Aisha's like, no. They get things in shape. They stop Jamie from giving speeches about like being nice and to focus more about winning. And they still lose, but they lose by only 7 points, which is normal because on one of their games earlier in the episode, they lost by over 100 points. So the Bayside football team is getting better, I guess. Oh, and the team that they lost to by 7, that was Pacific Coast High. And that's a bit of an Easter egg. I think Pacific Coast High might have been mentioned on the original series. I'm not sure. But for those of you that are aware of the extended Engleverse, the other series that Peter Engel created, you'll know Pacific Coast High is the school that the California Dreams attended. So, yeah. Let's see what else. Oh, Jamie reveals she has feelings for Aisha, which is kind of rough for Lexi because Lexi has feelings for Jamie, but Jamie's an idiot, so I don't know. I think Lexi can do better. Oh, Jesse's husband's name is Renee, but anyway, one note, I don't remember which episode this is from, but Slater was going through his notebook of like that he's kept all these years of like girlfriends from high school and like how they kiss or how well they kiss or something like. I forget exactly what notes that he was taking on it, but he mentions like one-shot characters from the original series as well as Ginger. I don't remember Slater dating Ginger on the original series. He might have. I don't know. Now, who is Ginger? She was a blonde girl. But here's the thing. I believe she only showed up in the Tori episodes. during senior year. And what I mean by that is, in the original series, after they had filmed all the or taped all of the episodes, NBC ordered more. But the thing is, the cast had been released from their contracts, so they had to be signed to new contracts. But Kelly and Jesse didn't want to come back. They wanted to pursue other acting gigs. So they brought in a new character named Tori Scott that was played by Leanna Creel. And they would kind of switch between airing the Kelly and Jesse episodes and the Tori episodes. So Ginger, I think, appeared only in the Tori episodes. She was like a blonde ditz, basically. But it's cool that she was acknowledged in this new series because there's kind of a loose theory in the Saved by the Bell fandom that DVD. I think I don't think Slater dated Tori. I think Zach dated Tori. I don't remember Slater dating her. Did he? Anyway, so Ginger was like a blonde ditz that I believe Zach might have dated a bit. Then again, Zach also dated Lisa for one episode in senior year. So Zach dated everyone, basically. Anyway, but it's cool that Ginger got a shout out in this episode. And the reason for that is there's been kind of a theory, I guess you could say, in the Saved by the Bell fandom to explain the so-called Tori paradox, like why Tori wasn't acknowledged in the Kelly and Jesse episodes. The reason being, the actual production reason being, the Tori episodes were recorded afterwards. But anyway, there's a theory, a way to explain the Tori paradox was that the Tori episodes occurred in an alternate universe, which I thought was kind of stupid, but whatever. But no, it does indeed occur in the main universe because they just acknowledged Ginger in the new series. Now, whether the new class is canon for the new series, I mean, who knows? Mr. Belding's office, not Mr. Belding's now, but Principal Todman's office looks like Mr. Belding's old office from the original series. It doesn't look like the revamped office from the new class season 2 onwards. Also, the Max looks like the original Max from the original series. But if you recall, on the new class, the Max burned down and they had to rebuild it. They just wanted to redesign the set, basically. But here it looks like the original Max. So it looks like the revival series is kind of decanonizing the new class, I suppose. No great loss. I'm just saying, Yeah, the college years is canon because in the first episode of the revival series, they actually showed a production photo, or it was a production photo that they took of Kelly and Jesse. Not Kelly and Jesse, Kelly and Zach. That would have been interesting. No, Kelly and Zach, a photo that they took for the Wedding in Las Vegas movie that basically ended the college years, where Zach and Kelly got married. So they showed a photo of that in the revival series. So yes, the college years is still canon. Let's see. So I think the only thing that definitely is not canon is the Good Morning Miss Bliss episodes. And what that is were the junior high episodes. Basically, it was a prototype for Saved by the Bell. before it became Saved by the Bell. And Zach and everyone were in 8th grade in middle school. After it was canceled and retooled in Saved by the Bell, they kind of revamped the Good Morning Miss Bliss episodes to add Saved by the Bell music and a Saved by the Bell style theme song. And they recorded an intro with Mark Paul Gosselaar as Zach, where he said, "Oh, these are stories from when I was in junior high." But the continuity just totally doesn't work. It's not compatible at all. So yeah. Lisa and Screech were in it, yeah. Lisa apparently guest stars in the revival. Screech is the only one that doesn't. And in the first season, it's because I guess he was still on bad terms with the rest of the cast. And now, obviously, he's deceased. So, yeah. Supposedly, they paid tribute to him in the season 2 episode. But I'll have to wait to watch that. But yeah, as for this episode, it was good. I enjoyed it. And so I'm halfway through season 1. Season 1's only 10 episodes. But Jessie was on to the scheme. She knew that they had hired an actor to play Daisy's mom, and she knew the name of the scheme as well. It had like giraffe in the title or something. They asked her how she knows. Oh, okay. Good night, Sam. Thanks for joining me. They asked her how she knows. So she's like, "Who do you think it was named after?" And funny thing, you know how I said each episode title of the revival series is named after an episode title from the original series? In this case, Rent a Mom is named after Rent a Pop from the original series. And the thing about Rent a Pop was they hired an actor to play Zach's dad when Mr. Belding wanted to meet with him. And I don't remember if this was in the same episode. It was probably a different episode. But I believe they hired the same actor to play a Harvard recruiter to try to talk another school, I think Stanford, into accepting Jessie. Something like that, yeah. So that's why Jessie's familiar with the scheme, because she knows about hired actors to try to fool people. Anyway, so far I think my favorite of the new characters are Daisy and Lexi and Mac. Yeah. The others are okay. It's just I like those 3 the best. Of the original Bayside Girls, I suppose Kelly. She's like the nicest, I guess. Nothing against the others. It's just, yeah, I think Kelly's just the person that I would want to be friends with. She was in one episode of the revival series so far. I know she comes back later again. It's interesting that 4 of the 6 original kids are producers on the revival series. I just wish with the original series that they would release a comprehensive TV set that includes the NBC broadcast masters for every single episode. Because, and again, I don't understand this, but the DVD sets that have been released, use NBC broadcast masters for some episodes and syndication masters for other episodes, meaning a lot of the episodes are missing around a minute of footage. Yeah. So and I think that's it. I'll probably watch an episode per day from now on until I finish up season 1. Season 2, obviously, I can't watch unless I get a subscription to Peacock, but I can probably just wait for the DVD set. Season 2 is finished airing anyway. Is there going to be season 3? Let me check. Doesn't say. All that we know is it was renewed for a 10 episode second season, and that's all of the information that we have so far. They should go at least one more season because they started the characters off as sophomores. So if they do one more season, we'll get to see them graduate. Yeah. Not much else to say about it, I guess. I'll probably do another reaction to Winona Earp later today after I sleep. Yeah, it's been about a week, so it's time for another reaction video for that. Yeah. And I guess that's it. It's 1:10 a.m. and that's it. Thanks for watching. Oh, wait, you can see it? Like you can see it listed, or can you actually play the episodes? Because when I tried playing some season 1 episodes yesterday on Peacock, it told me to get a subscription. I can see all of the episodes listed. I just can't play them. You can watch season 2 without a Peacock subscription? Interesting. I wonder if they made season 2 free, or at least a few episodes of it. I know they had initially only the first episode of season 1 free, and then they expanded it to the first 3 episodes. But I think I tried playing episode 4 on Peacock, and it went to a subscription screen. So I'll have to check it to see if I can play the season 2 episodes. That's interesting. Huh. Anyway. So now, now it's time to go. Gotta see to my pets, put them to bed. Anyway, thanks for joining me. It's 1:13 a.m. and that's it. Thanks for watching.